Hello and welcome to www.thepapare.com Dialogue TV, channel number 1 and my TV. We are here at Gaul, the Aloysius grounds, and bring you the 24th encounter between Aloysius and Richmond, the big match in Gaul. And I have got here with me in hot and sunny conditions, I have got Inshaf Kafoor with me. Good evening, Inshaf.
Very good evening. It has been an exciting atmosphere so far. We've had the junior matches of the 24th Aloysius-Richmond battle coming up that was held earlier, and now we have the all-important 15 rugby match, 24th Battle of the South, the Aloysius-Richmond battle, coming to you live from the Aloysius grounds here in Gaul. It has been 3 years actually since Aloysius College last won this title. Richmond College, of course, has been the favourites over the last 2 years, winning it as well as drawing it in one occasion. But this time around, it's a separate game, and it's a new game, and it will be interesting to see who will walk away with the title.
Yes, it will be very interesting to see who walks away with the title. And just giving you an update about the overhead conditions. The weather has been brilliant here. It has been sunny. The sun has been baking down since morning, and it's humid. And even the ground conditions, they don't look too good, but still it's good enough to get a game out. So I think all the fans will be happy about that.
Exactly. I think the big match is, of course, one of their signature events, one of the main events in the rugby calendars for both St. Aloysius and Richmond College. And we can see fans slowly coming in. It's a compact audience. It's going to be full when the kickoff of the big match starts off. So it's going to be an exciting contest down here in Gaul. We will go for a quick commercial break, and when we come back, we'll be having live action.
Technique, tactics, attack, defense, pattern. Back to the board, the rugby analysis.
ThePapare.com කරපු සංකල්පය ලංකාවේ ක්‍රීඩක ක්‍රීඩිකාවන්ට ඉතාම ධෛර්යයක්. ඔවුන්ගේ අදහස් ක්‍රීඩා තොරතුරු ඊට අමතරව ශ්‍රී ලංකිකෙක් වශයෙන් මට ආඩම්බර විය හැකි මේ අලුත් සංකල්ප ක්‍රීඩා ලෝකයට ගෙනීම ගැන මම ඇත්තටම papare.com එකට ස්තුතිවන්ත වෙනවා.
The Breakdown, end-to-end Sri Lankan rugby.
It doesn't matter what you think.
The first rule is trust yourself.
Fitness Diaries, in a mission to uplift the fitness arena in Sri Lanka.
ස්පෝට්ස් වලට ඔයගොල්ලන් කැමතිද?
අනිවාර්යෙන්.
ඔව්.
නෑ. හොඳටම අඩුයි.
Yeah, of course. අඩුයි. ඔව්. කදාසම ස්පෝට් එක.
ෆුට්බෝල්.
ක්‍රිකට්.
බාස්කට්බෝල්.
අපේ UFC වගේ දේවල් නම් සවන බලනවා.
Fun and rally විතරයි.
කැමතිම ක්‍රීඩකයෙක් ඉන්නවද කියලා?
අරවින්ද ඩිසිල්වා, අර්ජුන රණතුංග,
සංගක්කාර.
ඒ සරත් ජයසූරිය 96 ටීම් එකම හොඳයි.
සමහර විශ්ලේෂණයන් තියෙනවා ඒවා සමහර ලාවට හරියන්නත් පුළුවන් වරදින්නත් පුළුවන් කෝසල. ක්‍රිකට් කියන්නේ අවිනිශ්චිත ක්‍රීඩාවක් ධනුෂ්ක. අපි දන්නේ මොනවද සිදුවන්නේ කියලා. ගොඩක් දේ කතා කරන්න පුළුවන් පිටියෙන් පිටත. නමුත් සියල්ල සිදුවන්නේ පිටිය තුලදී.
පිටියේ ඈත මෑත කතා වෙන්න පුළුවන්, පිටියේ ඇතුලේ කතා වෙන්න පුළුවන්. ඒ ක්‍රිකට් විශ්ලේෂණාත්මකව ඔබට සම කරන්නට අපි සූදානම්ින් ඉන්නවා පිටියේ කතා තුලින්. රැඳෙන්න අපිත් එක්ක ThePapare.com ශ්‍රී ලංකාවේ ප්‍රමුඛතම ක්‍රීඩා වෙබ් අඩවිය සමග.
Huge amount of cricket fans out there. They look at things in so much detail. They demand detail much more than we have a video analyst for us. Incredible. These guys want even more detail when it comes to reading about the game and understanding. So I think ThePapare.com provides all of that beautifully. So congratulations and well done to ThePapare.com, because for people like me and for millions of other cricket fans around the world.
What's happening here? The chance for England.
Technique, tactics, attack, defense, pattern. Back to the board, the rugby analysis.
ThePapare.com කරපු සංකල්පය ලංකාවේ ක්‍රීඩක ක්‍රීඩිකාවන්ට ඉතාම ධෛර්යයක්. ඔවුන්ගේ අදහස් ක්‍රීඩා තොරතුරු ඊට අමතරව ශ්‍රී ලාංකිකයෙක් වශයෙන් මට ආඩම්බර විය හැකි මේ අලුත් සංකල්ප ක්‍රීඩා ලෝකයට ගෙනීම ගැන මම ඇත්තටම ThePapare.com එකට ස්තුතිවන්ත වෙනවා.
The Breakdown, end-to-end Sri Lankan Rugby.
It doesn't matter what you think.
The first rule is trust yourself.
Fitness Diaries, in a mission to uplift the fitness arena in Sri Lanka.
ස්පෝර්ට්ස් වලට ඔයගොල්ලෝ කැමතිද?
අනිවාර්යෙන්. ඔව්. නෑ හොඳටම අඩුයි.
Yeah, of course. අඩුයි. ඔව්. කදාසම ස්පෝර්ට් එක. ෆුට්බෝල්.
ක්‍රිකට්.
basketball.
අපේ UFC වගේ දේවල් නම් සවන බැලනවා.
ෆන් and rally විතරයි. කැමතිම ක්‍රීඩකයෙක් ඉන්නවද කියලා? අරවින්ද ඩි සිල්වා, අර්ජුන රණතුංග, සංගක්කාර.
ඒ සරත් ජයසූරිය 96 ටීම් එකම හොඳයි.
සමහර විශ්ලේෂණයන් තියෙනවා ඒවා සමහරලාවට හරියන්නත් පුළුවන් වරදින්නත් පුළුවන් කෝසල.
ක්‍රිකට් කියන්නේ අවිනිශ්චිත ක්‍රීඩාවක් ධනුෂ්ක. අපි දන්නේ මොනවද සිදුවන්නේ කියලා. ගොඩක් දේ කතා කරන්න පුළුවන් පිටියෙන් පිටත. නමුත් සියල්ල සිදුවන්නේ පිටිය තුලදී.
පිටියේ ඈත මෑත කතා වෙන්න පුළුවන් පිටියේ ඇතුලේ කතා වෙන්න පුළුවන් ඒ ක්‍රිකට් විශ්ලේෂණාත්මකව ඔබට සම කරන්නට අපි සූදානම්ින් ඉන්නවා පිටියේ කතා තුලින් රැඳෙන්න අපිත් එක්ක ThePapare.com ශ්‍රී ලංකාවේ ප්‍රමුඛතම ක්‍රීඩා වෙබ් අඩවිය සමග.
Welcome back to live action. You're with www.thepapare.com Dialogue TV Channel 1. We are here with the 24th Battle of the South, the Richmond Aloysius Rugby encounter. And as you can see, the two teams lining up for their respective school songs. Richmond College look on your screens wearing the colors of green and yellow. They look very excited. They are with enthusiasm to win this. In fact, the Aloysians in green and yellow clothing. They look very excited to win this encounter.
Yes, as the teams have lined up for their respective college songs. Yes, and now it's time to move on to the Richmond College song as the band will get ready to play.
There you go, with the formalities being completed. Both teams look very prepped up ahead of this 80 minutes of play. So before we have the kick start of play, we'll run you through with the two team cards.
First, the Richmond College team card. Yes, we can see Iresh and Udara Sachinta and Charit will round off the front row as Dulara and Ravindu will lock behind them, and the third row will be Chamod Nanakara, Sudan and Damidu, while Kavinda will be at number 9 along with his namesake Heshan Kavinda at fly half, and it will be Tarusha, Daham and De Silva rounding off the back three, while Kavindu and Malsha are the two centres.
Moving on to the Aloysius team card, Firas Fairuz leading from the front, the captain Chamara Galage, Rusiru Lakshita, Punsar Sandaruan, Tarindu Prabhashwara, Saleh Bandara, Mevan Hemsara, Chamodya Jayashan, Muhammad Farhan at scrum of duties along with Sasindra Madulanka, Kavindu Dilshan, Hiruvindu Kavishan, Praveen Ransika, Kavindu Laksha and Malshan Aditya. So equal lineups for both teams. Both teams have had their fair share of play time during the single schools rugby season. Mind you, they're not playing the first season, but they have come up the ranks in the other respective divisions. So they've actually achieved somewhat significant. We saw the Richmondites, under 18 Richmondites winning the Shield Championship in the under 18 sevens as well. So they'll be coming here to retain a title, and it'll be an exciting contest in these next 80 minutes.
Yes, and we can see teams will be walking out in final moments, and it's everything to play for. These pictures are brought to you courtesy www.thepapare.com, Dialogue TV channel number 1 and My TV. As we see a confirmation of the fixture today, St.Aloysius taking on Richmond College in their annual big match. This will be the 24th Battle of the South, and you can see there are some final formalities being prepped as the game is minutes away from kickoff.
I think this encounter is of utmost importance for the two schools. Both Richmond College and St.Aloysius College have been front runners in the schools rugby arena in Gaul, and Aloysius College, of course, won the first few encounters when it was inaugurated in the 90s, but later on luck has not been with the Aloysians, and the Richmondites have been able to capitalize and keep the title.
Yes, Aloysius has not won this for the past couple of 3 years, so it'll be everything to play for them as they seek to break that small hoodoo, and they will be waiting. They will be eagerly awaiting this game to kick off, and they'll be hoping that they will be able to get the win, as we see the flag coming out and the teams will come running out any moment.
I think the Aloysian old boys have eagerly stepped their course. They have supported the players, and as they await their team to walk out of the dressing room, they looked pretty excited about the game as well.
Yes, every single old boy is really excited, as we can see the cameraman as well waiting just in front of the flag to capture every single moment of this big match between these two teams, the Battle of the South. So I think there is a lot to look forward to for us, the viewers, as well.
All these pictures coming to you courtesy of www.thepapare.com, Sri Lanka's #1 sports hub. This is our first venture in rugby here in Gaul. We made all this way through the Aloysius grounds. I think the passion for school rugby is all around the country, even in Kandy, even in Colombo. We saw the schools rugby league having such glamour and excitement, and down here in Gaul, the two schools, Richmond and Aloysius, are living up to the expectations. As you can see on your screens, the Aloysians are walking out to the field as the fireworks go out. Captain Firas Fairuz leading his team out.
Yes, the team having the final word under their college flag, and I think this will be a very proud moment for all the players, the captain and everybody as they run out onto the field with so much of weight of expectation on their shoulder.
There you go on your screens. The Aloysius College team having their final words. Captain Firas Farouz wearing that number 1 jersey, having his last exchanges. And there you go on your screens, Richmond College making their way onto the field. They are here for a cause. Richmond College, of course, led by number 8, Dambi Diranga. He'll have a huge load of pressure, or in fact, a huge load of huge role to play in this encounter if they want to retain this trophy.
Yes, so the defending champions are heading out from under their flag through the goal posts, and I think they are pumped up, as we can see an old boy as well just giving them a last bit of words, and now it's just minutes before game time here at the Aloysius grounds.
Oh, so the game has got interesting, and looks like the Richmondites will be having a pre-haka before their game. The haka, of course, performed by the All Blacks before their match. And it looks like the Richmondites are emulating the All Blacks.
Let's have a look at them.
And the exchanges are met, and the pressure and the enthusiasm is with the Richmondites. I hope they carry that through to the game, and they look pretty pumped up ahead of this 24th Battle South, the Richmond Aloysius rugby encounter.
Yes, I think both teams look pumped up and psyched up, and they are ready to go. There's everything to play for both teams. Their big match, their annual encounter between these two teams, and I think both teams would not want to give anything away.
There you go, the final huddle from the Aloysians, and as they make themselves available on the field, they're going to have an exciting matchup.
Yes, and also the sound level from the fans have increased by the moment, and now it's just a few minutes away from kickoff. I think every schoolboy on the field will be wanting to put in their 100% and get one over the opposition. So it'll be Aloysius to kick off on your screen from left to right.
Looks like we'll have a slight delay as the fly half Heshan Kavinder for Aloysius looks for the ball, and now that he's found the match ball, we'll be having kickoff.
Yes, Kavinder, he looks a composed player. I have seen him play a couple of matches before this, and he has a good head upon his shoulders, and I think at fly half you need that, and I think he'll be hoping to bring every inch of experience he has into this big match of there. He does have a good boot on him as well, so I think it'll be interesting to see how he balances his run-in game along with his kick-in game, which will be interesting to see for us as well. And we'll be hoping that pressure won't get to him as the moment of this big match. Slight hold up due to reasons we would never know, but the referee seems to be heading out to clear things, and I'm sure he will as he heads back to the center, will be ready to go.
I think referee wants to have a clarification on the benches as well. Mind you, there's a maximum number of players who could sit in the bench in a match, so referee wants to have a final word with the two coaches as well. Meanwhile, I think, Romar, you have your stakes on Heshan Kavinder, but in fact, that is Sachindra Madulanga of Aloysius College, as you were talking about, but I believe the Richmondites will have that extra mile to win this one and retain the title.
Yeah, I think if they are to win this one, they will have to go that extra mile, but saying that, the opposition won't let them go that extra mile easily. They will be pushed to the brink, so I think it will be interesting to see how things go, as the referee now has seemed to reduce players on the bench, sending them back to the sheds, and now we are ready to go.
Here comes Madulanga with the kick off for the 24th Battle of the South.
A good high hanging restart there, kick off there, but unfortunately the player seemed to be taken out a bit early, but the referee decided no, he wasn't, and we will continue play with the line out, the first line out of this game in favor of Richmond College. So a full 8-man line out as the hooker prepares to throw, and it'll go to the front jumper as the scrum half clears to the fly half, and he gets his first touch and puts boot to ball.
And here comes the Aloysian wing three-quarter, gets in the traffic, but ball is still with the Aloysians as the scrum half looks for high ball. And here comes the fly half, as you said, Romano, sending out wide.
Yes, it's interesting to see how many people Aloysius commit to the breakdown. The earlier breakdown had close to 6 or 7 people, and they were short here, outnumbered, but saying that they somehow managed to clear the ball. And now, but things seem to be going back, as we see things getting a bit heated up earlier on as well, as players having a bit of a word with each other. We wouldn't want this to be an ugly spat between the two teams, but we would want a good game of rugby here. I'm not too sure why the penalty was awarded, but it's a penalty in favor of Aloysius College as they look to go for touch.
Not the best of kicks for the fly half. That was Sachin Madulanga, but somehow manages to put his team inside the 50-meter territory, and Aloysius College will have their first line out of the day. That will be Rusiru Lakshita.
Yes, I think the captain and the coach and everyone of their fans of St. Aloysius will be hoping this line out is successful. The first line out for them. A short man line out. Just 4 men. And they go to the front and successfully collected. And now here comes the fly half. He gives it to the big prop forward, the captain, as he takes 2 men to bring him down. They've set it back again.
This time around, a bit of a hard miscommunication, but they managed to recover the ball. Position still with Aloysius. Fly up, looking for his fly up, but he finds his center, and once again, the big prop forward loses it in the process as the referee has his hand up.
Yes, rightly so. The referee penalizes St.Aloysius for holding on in the tackle. So it will be an early opportunity, yes, as Richmond College decide to go for the points. It will be good to see whether he has the range on him. Kavinder. He is in fact the vice captain of the team, so I think there'll be loads of hopes on his shoulders as he lines his kick up.
Straight kick shouldn't be too much of a problem for the Richmondites. I think Kavinder also has some good experience playing in the school season, so it will be a matter of distance of clearing this penalty kick and adding the first points. Here comes Kavinder.
He gets decent contact, and that seems to be good. And yes, that's the first points of this 24th Battle of the South between St.Aloysius and Richmond College. The first points coming off the boot of the vice captain Kavinder for Aloysius as they take a 3-0 lead. Yes, a little bit of correction. Actually, it's Richmond who take the lead 3-0. So Aloysius now looking to restart.
Here comes the fly up once again, goes to the same direction that he kicked, but Richmond this time managed to recover.
Yes, that was Madhulanka there with the restart, and now it's Kavinder. He sends it deep, and he's asking his opposition to run from inside their own half as a fullback.
Looks like the Aloysians have turned the ball over. In fact, the Richmondites have turned the ball over. Referee has his hand up, and once again the Aloysians have been penalized. So Richmond College have an opportunity once again. Will they go for the 3 points?
I think it might be a bit too long out of the kicker's range, and they may opt for touch as Kavinder collects the ball. And yes, they have decided to go for touch. So early on they have the pressure, and they don't want to let it slip as the ball also goes out of play. So it'll be a Richmond College line out inside the opposition Aloysius half as they look to pile pressure and get more points.
Hooker Udara Sachintana for Richmond College with the throw. Not the best of throws from Sachintana as Aloysius managed to take on the ball. And now referee has his hand up saying the throw was not straight, so they'll have a scrum in favor of Aloysius College. I think the line-outs have not been that great over the few months of schools rugby. We've seen the same thing coming from Sachintana for Richmond College with the throw. The Bahrain match, there you go, the line out not going straight.
Yeah, I think the game was cost. Candy lost it due to the dysfunctional line out as Aloysius feeds the scrum off. The number 8 breaks and manages to get a couple of meters, but he seems to have lost the ball. Yes, he has lost the ball. His opposition, number 8, Jaisan, has turned it on.
And here comes the Richmondites. The prop forward tries to barge in to the 22-meter line. The Richmondites need a quick ball. He's looking for his fly half. He goes for the drop goal attempt, but somehow manages to recover.
Yeah, he managed to recover, and the ball is still in play. And now the assistant referee has raised his flag. And now it will be a Richmond line out.
I think the choice for that drop goal, was it the right option to take in consideration the scope of the match? They were just 7 minutes down. They could have easily gained some territory on that momentum, but unfortunately Scrum-Half opted to go for the drop goal.
Yeah, well, I think it must be an early planned move by the coach. He must be wanting to get points on the board, and I think points on the board means pressure on your opposition. But saying that early on with just 7 minutes on the clock, I don't think any team would want to go for a drop goal. But saying that now it's all in the past as St. Aloysius look to counter. Aloysius fly half getting in a monster kick as now Richmond College are made to work out of their own half. Another good turnover there by St. Aloysius. The Jackal there coming in over the ball and picking it off the opposition as fly half puts in another kick, a contestable kick, and he gets hit hard. The fullback, Richmond College fullback, gets hit hard, and now Aloysius have turned the ball over, and now they are in possession again.
Here comes the centre. Good passes of play coming in from the Aloysians. They'll need to work this one through towards the try line. And here comes the forwards barging into the 20-meter line, and once again penalised.
Seemed to be a bit of a harsh call there, as there was no contest at the breakdown, but however the letter of the law, the referee goes as the letter of the law says that the bridging person needs to support their body weight, and hence the referee has penalised them for not supporting their body weight at the ruck. A beautiful touch find there by Richmond College as we see the replay. It was a good kick there by the fly half. He spotted the opportunity, and somehow his centres and his backline players managed to get the ball back again in favour of them.
It was a thumping tackle there by the Aloysius centre player, number 13.
So it will be Richmond College throwing the line out. The hooker does not get it right again this occasion as well. And but they somehow managed to reclaim possession through a knock-on. So even though the line-out failed there, they'll have another opportunity.
There you go on your replay screens. It was, I think, the Aloysian captain Firas Fire who's knocking that ball on. He saw the opportunity, but unfortunately couldn't hold on to the ball.
So it'll be Richmond College to feed the line out as their three-quarter line looks to be wanting to run the ball, but before that they need to clear it. And yes, now the ball comes to the fly half. He gives it out to the centre. A cut-out pass. The second centre seems to break the first tackle, breaks the second tackle, but is brought down by the fullback. And now they set play back as they look to go again on attack.
Momentum with the Richmondites as they move forward into their 10-meter line. And referee calls Hall's play. He has seen an infringement.
Yes, there seemed to be some foul play involved. He looked as if he was going to his pocket. Yes, he still seems to be going to his pocket. We're not too sure why. And we will now see why and who gets sin binned. Well, the captain trying to talk him out of the yellow card, but no chance there as the number 14 of Aloysius gets sent to the bin.
That's number 14 for Aloysius College. We'll have a look at the replay. There you go. That was the passage of play from the forwards. And then I think that was of infringement. I think it was a clearly high tackle coming in. But the referee was a bit harsh on that occasion. He could have let that one go with a warning. This was their first infringement as well. But however, Aloysius College are down to 14 men and they'll be playing the next 10 minutes of play. And Richmond College will have the upper hand in the next few minutes.
Yes, Richmond are ahead on the scorecard as well. And now with the man down, I think they should look to make maximum use out of it. They should look to make hay while the sun shines. As we see an Aloysius player receiving some treatment. Won't be a good sight. They have lost one man to the bin and now another man receiving some attention.
The first 12 minutes of play have even exchanges. I think no single team has been able to stamp the authority on this match. Richmond College as well as both Aloysius College have tried their luck, but they've not been able to get on the scoreline except for that single penalty that Richmond College scored early in the game. If you're in, there'll be plenty of sevens action coming to you, courtesy of ThePapare.com. The Asia 7 Series 14th and 15th of October here at the Colombo Racecourse, coming to you live from the www.thepapare.com as well as Dialogue TV Channel 1. Sri Lanka will be hosting the third leg of the Asia 7 Series.
Yes, as the hosts, Sri Lanka prepare to host that. I think their performance in the ongoing second leg will not impress the coaches and the fans too much, as we see the penalty being blown for Richmond College and they opt to go for a scrum. So it'll be interesting to see what happens from here. Will they opt to run it or whether the number 8 will break, whether there will be an 8-9 move. Let's see what will happen. You're taking a look at the line, the back line, the fly half seems to be placed right behind the scrum. So, and there doesn't seem to be too much of a blind side to work with as well. So I think undoubtedly he'll be going to the open side with the scrum half hoping to find him, and they will be looking to run with the man advantage as well. The scrum is won and here goes the fly half. He gives it to the center. He looks to run through, manages to break the first tackle but does not get through the second one, as now the ball is stripped there in a one-on-one tackle, and now St.Aloysius College back again with possession. The Aloysius forwards bumping it forward, and now the scrum half will get the box kick in, but it's a horrible kick there. But saying that there was a good contest. Well, was there?
It looks like referee already has the infringement, his hand up for that infringement, so he'll bring back play for the initial infringement. In the main two minutes, I think it was a good thinking from the number 9 for Aloysius College. That was in fact Mohammed Farhan. He saw the opportunity, he tried to give the shot and it didn't work out. So Aloysius College will have an opportunity to redeem themselves once again. I think we've had some closely contested high balls. We've had some closely contested high balls, and that was a good challenge there by number 10 for Aloysius, Sachin Madhulanka.
Yeah, I think with this surface looking a bit brown, it'll be a horror situation for a winger or a fullback to rise and catch a high ball, because if he falls down head or shoulder flush on the floor, I think it could cause a lot of damage. But saying that, these boys play with a lot of heart, and think they will want to put in their 100%. So Aloysius College win their line out, and here goes the number 8. He pumps his feet and gets through the first tackle, and now it's set for the scrum half. He gives it out to the second row, lock forward, as he beats the first man, but he's brought down and the ball seems to be turned over. A counter ruck, a good clear counter ruck. Yes, and it is turned over in favor of Richmond College. So there was a hand in the ruck, and now Richmond College straight away point to the posts.
There you go on a replay screens, the infringement. Referee was pointing his hand, and as soon as he saw the infringement, he had his hand up, playing the advantage. See none, he awards the penalty. So Richmond College have the opportunity of once again adding to their score line. Fly half Sachin Madhulanka. he got a similar penalty through in the early occasion, and this shouldn't be a problem for the fly half for Richmond College. That is in fact Heshan Kavin, the vice captain from Richmond. Should be slightly over 46 meters for him to clear.
Yes, on the angle, but he seemed to have quite a bit in the previous kick where he kicked it from about a 40-meter range. So I think distance should not be a problem. Let's wait and see. Well, this time around, distance and the aim was both lacking as the ball goes stray, and now the 22-meter dropout. Good thinking there by the Aloysius fly half. He takes it quickly. They win back position, but a horrible kick there comes in. And now the ball is back again with... Well, it seemed to be with Richmond College for a moment, but they knock it on, and now it will be back again with St.Aloysius.
There you go on the replay screens. I think it looked like the ball hit the hand of the Aloysian player before. In fact, after the Richmond player held on to the ball, so it will be in favor. In fact, referee has ruled that in favor of the Aloysian side. So St. Aloysius College will have a feed into the scrum. That will be Mohammed Farhan with the feed.
Yes, a centre field scrum inside their own half. I don't think they'll be looking to do too much. They would look to clear the ball. But saying that with these young school players, you cannot expect what is said, and at the moment what they see in front of them, that's what they play at. So it'll be interesting to see what happens from here on.
Farhan with the feed. Once again, the fly half kicks this one deep, and it looks like it has gone to touch. I think it was a good kick there from the fly half. He was not in his attacking, in his defending 22, but looks like referee will bring back play to the initial kicking place. It was since it out on the full.
I think the idea was good by the fly half, but unfortunately execution was lacking there. He kicked it out on the full, outside your own 22. You cannot do that. So now it will be Richmond College throw into their line out. But somehow St. Aloysius managed to pick their pockets, and now they're back again with possession. Just a meter or so outside their own 22. Scrum half goes to the fly half. He runs across, fends off one, and drops a short ball, but the player wasn't expecting it, and now they seem to be in a bit of a bother. Yes, they concede the penalty, Aloysius, and I think that was a correct call there by the referee. There was a contest, and the player sealed it off cynically, and the fullback takes it and goes. He steps one, steps two, tries to get through, but I think the referee has called play back for a wrong tap.
Clinical error there by the fly half for Richmond College, Heshan Kavinda. He saw the opportunity. He wanted to make use of the restlessness of the Aloysius players. They were not on their right lines, so he wanted to score that try, but unfortunately he missed on the basics.
Yeah, that was a basic error there by the youngster. Unfortunate there, quite unfortunate. And in fact, if he took that correctly, he made quite a few meters as well. But now it's a scrum in favor of St. Aloysius as the scrum half feeds.
The Aloysians need to clear themselves out. The number 8 breaks forward. He doesn't make too much distance. However, the fly half will need to play this role and clear this one out.
Fly half in the pocket, gets a good purchase and manages to get the ball out of play, but still pressure seems to be on them as they are still stuck in their own 22.
As we embark on the 21st minute of play, I think no team has had significant progress here. We've had Richmond College scoring, but they've not been able to pose a huge threat to their opponents.
Yes, it's quite a stop-start game, and now this time around The throw does not go 5 meters, and it's a scrum. It's a free kick to St.Aloysius. Again, another basic error there. The line out ball has to pass the 5-meter line in order for the team throwing in to win it. That time around, it did not pass the 5-meter line, so it'll be a free kick, and they could decide on a scrum or kick into touch. But if it's outside the 22, they can't go directly into touch. And now the referee has pointed for time off, with a player seems to be bleeding from his face and or a concussion.
I think injuries and player safety are utmost importance, as dictated by World Rugby as well. Player safety is of utmost importance, so referee not taking any chance, as you can see on your screens. Captain Firas Fairoz clearly mentioning that one of his players need a checkup. As
I think that's very good work by the captain as well. Usually, when a player says he wants to go out for a HIA, usually if I was playing, I would say no, I don't want to go, I'm fine. But this time around, the captain says no, you need to go, get checked, and get back in if you're all right. So that's a very good play there by the captain, sensible play.
So according to the new rule, I think head injury assessment player will need to stay 10 minutes outside until he is assessed and returned.
Yes, and as one player goes out, the yellow card player seemed to return, but he's sent back. We're not too sure why though. So things seems to be getting settled back down, and we seem to be ready for play to resume. Yes, play is resuming now from the free kick, as St.Aloysius take the tap and kicks. The fly half kicks a deep kick, straight to hand though, not too good of a kick. And now here comes Richmond College back on the attack. I think the game has been an extremely stop-start affair, with players knocking on and basic errors. But now the fly half, he seems to be having a good day with putting boot onto ball. Doesn't seem to be too happy to run with it in hand. And he gets it onto the boot, and now this time, but saying that St.Aloysius cough up and up and under, and now it's a scrum again in favor of Richmond College.
As you mentioned, Romario, this game has been a stop-start affair as well. Both teams lacking on the basic rugby tactics, right? We had many knock-ons as well as many cardinal errors committed by the two teams. I think that's what referee also wants to, there you go on your screens, the replay of that. I think two players were contesting for it. I think he lost focus of the ball in the very last minute, the last second, and then could not grab that one cleanly. And it looks like there has been an infringement, as pointed out, from the ARs, and Richmond College have been awarded another penalty and another opportunity to get themselves 3 more points.
Yeah, they have opted to go for the posts, but we are not too sure why the penalty was awarded. Anyways, it has been awarded, and now Carvin, with his third opportunity, he has a 50% success rate. He took 2, he was good with 1, missed 1, but and now it's his third opportunity in this game, and he will be hoping to extend Richmond College lead as well.
I think this is clearly in his kicking distance. The earlier one was a near 50-meter penalty kick, and this time around it's slightly beyond the 22-meter mark, should be easily 25 meters. And Carvinder should easily get this one through and add the 3 more points in favor of the Richmondites.
Yeah, I think if you're a viewer, you won't be too happy with how proceedings have gone on so far. 24 minutes of play has been stop-start. Stop-start, and now again there is another stoppage. We're not too sure why though, as the kicker lines up the kick, and but saying that the referee is not happy with something and he's getting things clarified. Yes, I think it's the spectators. They are right beside the touchline and they need to be sent at least 5 meters away.
I think that was one of the main concerns from the referees. I think he consulted his ARs as well as his siding officer, and he wanted to make sure that the spectators move out at least a meter or so behind. It's a compact ground here in Gaul, and the players and the fans are very enthusiastic about their team, so they'll need to move a bit behind so that play can resume and they could support their team.
Yeah, the spectators are wanting to get the best view of this game from the closest possible position. But saying that now, carving the lining up his third kick should be all right, the distance. But it'll be good to see how his aim goes. Yes, that's good. He gets it on target this time around. Extends the Richmond College lead. That was a pretty simple kick there for Carvinder. And now the lead is extended to 6 points to nil. And I think St. Aloysius will have quite a bit of a game to play if they are to get back. But saying that, it's not much of a lead. But the way proceedings have gone on so far, I think things haven't gone according to plan for St. Aloysius. So it'll be good to see how they come back after regrouping.
Aloysius College, of course, trailing in the 26th minute by 6 points. They have not been able to get anything up on board, and this time around the fly half goes deep, but collected cleanly by the prop forward for Richmond College. He barges into heavy traffic, going from the blind side. Richmond College. Scrum half sends the ball out now as the fly half tries to clear themselves, but the Aloysius fullback managed to recover in time.
Yeah, I think
once again.
I think the Richmond College kicker there should have decided to go for touch, but instead he decided to go centre field. And now that centre field kick has cost his team 50 or so meters. Or 30 to 40 meters as St. Aloysius win a scrum.
Farhan with the feed for the Aloysian scrum. Number 8 breaks once again. He fends off one, but he's taken down by the Richmondites. They'll need quick ball. Referee has his hand up, so there'll be advantage coming up.
And no advantage there, so the referee brings back play for a side entry. So many penalties, so many stoppages. I think neither team would like how proceedings are going so far, but saying that now, Richmond College have an opportunity to go for points, but they decide against it and they are going for touch, so they're going for the kill in Shaf.
A bold decision coming in from the captain, Firas Fairoz. He saw his coach insisting on the points. He saw the kicking tee also making its way to the fly half, but Firas Fairoz decided against it, and they'll be going in to score those important points.
Yeah, I think before thinking about sending the ball to the line, the hooker needs to get the throw spot on, and after that they can decide what they're going to do.
Aloysius is going for a 4-man line out. I think they've used this tactic quite often in this game.
Yeah, and one lock forward standing in at the scrum half position. So they might look to maul, but yeah, well, they bring in a little bit of fancy play there, win the line out, manage to retain position. Now scrum half gives it to his fly half. He runs across field and gets hit hard, loses the ball in contact, but his centre manages to regroup and regather, and now again. But saying that, they have lost quite a lot of meters as the fly half gives an inside ball, and now St. Aloysius back again on attack.
Farhan sends it out to his forwards. Lock forward tries to go on his own, but he's taken down. They need to regroup themselves and think about what they're doing. And once again, a sloppy pass from the number 9, that's Farhan. And second time around, and Farhan manages to recover well in time to correct his mistake.
Yeah, but saying that, they have turnover possession, but from the turnover there was a slight knock on there. Unfortunate for Richmond College, but St. Aloysius, now they seem to have got off the hook, and they will be looking to clear their lines and get some calmness into their play. I think passes have been thrown, unwanted passes have been thrown, unwanted decisions have been made. Now the fly half should look to get the match by its neck, calm things down, and talk to his forwards, talk to his number 9, tell him how he wants things to proceed.
Once again, the organisers wanting to urging the crowd to step backwards. I think referee is clearly not happy with the fans making their way to the ground as this time around the fly half puts in a long kick, but he doesn't find touch. But the wing three-quarter knocked on the ball in the early instance, so it won't be Richmond's favour.
Yeah, all the fans thought he had an open line there to go for the try, but
there you go on your replay screens. The wing three-quarter going for the ball, and very unfortunate there for Richmond College.
All the fans are cheering him on to go all the way to the try line, but little did they know that there was a massive knock on there, and the referee called play back instantly. So it'll be St. Aloysius to feed their scrum inside their own half. We can see from our commentary box, fans all over the walls, the trees around, the buildings around the area, as the scrum half gives it to the fly half. He drops a short ball for the centre who runs on a crash ball line, and now it's back again with the scrum half. He gives it to the fly half. This time again, he opts to go to the boot, but he goes to the boot because there is an advantage. Again, another opportunity there, where the fans thought Richmond College were through, but little did they know that the whistle had gone.
I think what Aloysius are lacking is they are playing in their own half. They need to get into their opposing territory and put some pressure onto the Richmond Knights. So far, we've seen the Richmond Knights dominating play because they've been playing their rugby in their own 50-meter line, and looks like, and that's a very good clearance kick from Aloysius fly half. That is number 10.
That was a massive kick there. It did not seem to find touch, but the player who was catching the ball knocked it on into touch. So now it is a line out for St. Aloysius, as the referee and his ARs send players back, rather spectators back from close to the touchline.
I think the Aloysians have never been this close to score to the try line in earlier occasions, and this time around they have with themselves a golden opportunity to open their scoring. First of all, as you said, Romar, in the early instance, they need to get this line out correct. This time around, they're going for a full man line out. Collected there by the Aloysians, and they are going forward. You can see the passion and the energy in the forwards, as you can see Mohammad Farhan and the flanker, the number 7, pushing and urging his men, and now the ball comes out loose. Trying to, and the wing three quarter breaks forward.
Yeah, the fly half there dropped another lovely short ball there, but unfortunately his centre was on the back foot. If he was running onto it, I think he would have broken the tackle. But now again, St.Aloysius cough up the opportunity. They were on the front foot with momentum on their backs, but unfortunately again another slight knock on there. And now again it will be an opportunity for Richmond College to get out of jail.
There you go on a replay scenes, the early passage of play. Aloysius College moving forward. And that was the instance where the ball was knocked forward. And Richmond College with the feed, pressure coming in from the Aloysians, but they manage to recover, and the fly half kicks themselves out of danger, but doesn't find touch. He finds the fly half for Aloysius, and this time around the ball is knocked on by a Richmond player, and Richmond College take it on the quick. They have men on the outside. He should have passed. He tries to go on his own. They have men on the outside. They have an opportunity of scoring, as the power forwards are lining up for Aloysius College.
Now again St.Aloysius with the momentum on their backs, and the scrum half marshalling his troops, getting the forwards to go, but there seemed to be a hand in the ruck. Well, it goes against St.Aloysius. Not too sure if that was a correct decision there, but saying that again Richmond College get out of jail.
Once again, the penalty kick, clearance kick, not finding touch. Aloysius College managed to recover. Sends it out to the forwards. Mohammad Farhan looking for the ball. He finds his number 8 barges in. He's not making too much meters with that effort.
Yeah, quite unfortunately, the player seems to be running straight into his opposition. He's not running into the branch where in between two players. But now saying that the fly half has an overlap. He has players inside and outside. He looks to go on his own, gets the offload, and the final man is brought down there, and there is a penalty for Richmond College, Aloysius College coming. Yes, there was a hand in the ruck, and now they look to take it quickly and go. They take it quickly and go. The Richmond College players not back 10 meters, so St.Aloysius with momentum and an advantage coming their way.
Here comes Aloysius. Pressure is with the Richmond guys. They'll need to move forward as St.Aloysius barges in there, inches into the try line. Here comes their forwards.
Their forwards seem to be getting things right there. They are keeping the ball close by and making meters. But now are they held up? No, they are not. They managed to recycle possession. Again, they go. They are over the try line, but they are pushed back. St.Aloysius.
Good pressure mounting from the Richmond forwards. They're trying to push them away, but ball is still with the Aloysians, and it looks like it was a double movement by the Aloysian player. That was clearly not a try, and the Aloysians are celebrating too soon in this occasion. Not looking at the referee's indication. We'll have a replay of that incident soon on our screens.
Yes, that was quite unfortunate there. He was held the first time around. He should have released the ball. As we see there, he did not release the ball there. He went a second time, and it was too late by the time he got down. And now Richmond College, they evade another bullet.
Very unfortunate there for Aloysius College. That was number 13, Praveen Ransiger. He knew he had the men, he had the support, he shouldn't have moved on. He could have recycled the ball and allowed Aloysius to score. So opportunity gone begging for Aloysius College. On your screens, as you can see, the crowd and the spectators are marching into the field. Referee clearly not happy with the players.
Yeah, the spectators are virtually on inside the playing area. They need to get out from there, as Richmond College's line out is won. Now the fly half drops a little kick, but the opposition Winthree is there. He cleans things up, and
once again, here comes the fly half. He makes few grounds. He's taken down. Support comes in for Aloysius College. The early passage of play, of course, Romario, was an interesting one for the Aloysians. Had they scored, things would have turned differently and in favour of Aloysius College as we reach the half-time whistle.
Yeah, I think they need some points very badly. But saying that, now a good kick is placed, but unfortunately the bounce of the ball beats everybody and it goes into touch. And yes, the referee blows for time off, so it's still not half time.
I think we'll have a final few minutes of play. We've had a few stoppages in this game. We've seen cardinal errors committed, so play has been interrupted many times. So referee still believes that there is more time on the clock.
So things seem to be getting heated up as the first half draws to a close. Richmond College winning another line out. This time goes out on the full. The referee looks at his watch, says there is time for this line out, so play will continue. The kick there was a horrible kick there by the scrum half, out on the full. So play comes back to from where he kicked it with a line out to the opposition, which is St.Aloysius.
This should be the final play of the day, play of the first half. Aloysius College get themselves a clean line out. Here comes the flyer, sends it out to number 8. Number 8, the fence of one. He goes into contact. Farhan searching for the ball. Seems to be the ball has been.
Yeah, well, St.Aloysius, when they are in the wrong part of the play, they hold on to position, but now there's a break here. One man to beat. Will he use support? No, he doesn't use support. He had a man on the outside. He should have gone past, but instead he opted to hold possession. But saying that, St.Aloysius win a penalty, and here goes the fly half running across field. Is brought down in front of the upright, and now St.Aloysius back again on the attack.
Once again, Aloysius College moving forward. They'll need to score this before half-time as the forwards make progress. They have to look at their strengths, as here comes the captain, Firas Fairouz. He's been taken down by the Richmond Knights.
Yes, so now all 8 forwards are near the ball. They don't seem to have any intention of spreading the ball wide. But saying that, now they go wide. The fly half throws a dummy. Will he go all the way? Yes, he does go all the way. That is a try there for St.Aloysius. As we say that, the fans come barging into the field. I don't think this will make the referee too happy.
I think it was a wonderful passage of play from the fly half. He saw the opportunity and he opted to go on his own, and the try comes in for St.Aloysius College.
Yes, so as predicted prior to play, I told you he will be one man to watch out for, and he gets the first try of the day. So things does seem to be going his way. The fly half predominantly using the boot kicking, but now this time he decided to run the ball, and he got that spot on beside the upright, and now if the conversion goes over, they could go into the halftime with a single point lead.
I think this is the breakthrough that the Aloysians were looking for just before halftime. A try, and now with a chance of taking the lead at the halftime whistle. That's number 15, Malsha Aditya, taking the conversion.
Taking his own cool
that
time.
will take St.Aloysius College into the lead just before halftime.
With utmost concentration, the kicker. But unfortunately misses, as the referee calls play for halftime. So Richmond College will be going into the break with just a single point lead, and it's everything to play for both teams in the second half.
I think this was the breakthrough Aloysius College were looking for, although the Richmond College players are quite delighted that their team goes into halftime with a 1 point lead. But there is another 40 minutes of action coming up, and that's going to decide who will take this 24th Battle of the South. It's an even contest. The try that came off Sachindra Madhulanka changed everything around for the Aloysians. There you go, the final confirmation of scores. Aloysius College 5, Richmond College 6.
Yes, I think that try on the brink of halftime was the break they needed, as that was the break they needed, but unfortunately the kick didn't go over. As we see some highlights, play began with a gala entry for both teams, as we see here on a highlights reel, and I think both teams came out very well. Richmond College with a traditional haka as well, performed very well by their boys, and they were the team who got out of the blocks quickly, got out of the box first, and applied pressure on St. Aloysius, saying that Aloysius had chances, but this is his first kick by the vice captain for Richmond College. He had three opportunities, missed one, converted two, and that was the 6 points for Richmond College. But on the brink of half-time, this is a try. The man I told you to watch out for managed to get the try beside the upright, but unfortunately the conversion did not go as planned, and hence they are trailing by a single point. And we will go in for a short commercial break and be back with the live action of the second half.
Technique, tactics, attack, defense, pattern. Back to the board, the rugby analysis.
ThePapare.com කරපු සංකල්පය ලංකාවේ ක්‍රීඩක ක්‍රීඩිකාවන්ට ඉතාම ධෛර්යයි. ඔවුන්ගේ අදහස්, ක්‍රීඩා තොරතුරු ඊට අමතරව ශ්‍රී ලාංකිකයෙක් වශයෙන් මට ආඩම්බර විය හැකි මේ අලුත් සංකල්ප ක්‍රීඩා ලෝකයට ගෙනීම ගැන මම ඇත්තටම ThePapare.com එකට ස්තුති කරනවා.
The breakdown, end-to-end Sri Lankan rugby.
It doesn't matter what you think.
The first rule is trust yourself.
Fitness Diaries, in a mission to uplift the fitness arena in Sri Lanka.
ස්පෝර්ට්ස් වලට ඔයගොල්ලන් කැමතිද?
අනිවාර්යෙන්.
ඔව් නෑ හොඳටම අඩුයි.
Yeah, of course. අඩුයි.
ඔව්. මොකක්ද ආසම ස්පෝර්ට් එක?
Football.
ක්‍රිකට්.
basketball.
අපේ UFC වගේ දේවල් නම් සවන බැලනවා.
Fun and rally විතරයි.
කැමතිම ක්‍රීඩකයෙක් ඉන්නවද කියලා?
අරවින්ද ඩිසිල්වා, අර්ජුන රණතුංග,
සංගක්කාර.
ඒ සරත් ජයසූරිය 96 ටීම් එකම හොඳයි.
සමහර විශ්ලේෂණයන් තියෙනවා ඒවා සමහරලාවට හරියන්නත් පුළුවන් වරදින්නත් පුළුවන් කෝසල.
ක්‍රිකට් කියන්නේ අවිනිශ්චිත ක්‍රීඩාවක් ධනුෂ්කයා. අපි දන්නේ නැහැ මොනවද සිදුවන්නේ කියලා. ගොඩක් දේ කතා කරන්න පුළුවන් පිටියෙන් පිටත. නමුත් සියල්ල සිදුවන්නේ පිටිය තුලදී.
පිටියේ ඈත මෑත කතා වෙන්න පුළුවන් පිටියේ ඇතුලේ කතා වෙන්න පුළුවන් ඒ ක්‍රිකට් විශ්ලේෂණාත්මකව ඔබට සම කරන්නට අපි සූදානම්ින් ඉන්නවා පිටියේ කතා තුලින් රැඳෙන්න අපිත් එක්ක ThePapare.com ශ්‍රී ලංකාවේ ප්‍රමුඛතම ක්‍රීඩා වෙබ් අඩවිය සමග.
Huge amount of cricket fans out there. They look at things in so much detail. They demand detail much more than we have a video analyst for us. Incredible. These guys want even more detail when it comes to reading about the game and understanding. So I think ThePapare.com provides all of that beautifully. So congratulations and well done to ThePapare.com because for people like me and for millions of other cricket fans around the world.
What's happening here? The chance for
technique, tactics, attack, defense, pattern. Back to the board, the rugby analysis.
ThePapare.com කරපු සංකල්පය ලංකාවේ ක්‍රීඩක ක්‍රීඩිකාවන්ට ඉතාම ධෛර්යයක්. ඔවුන්ගේ අදහස් ක්‍රීඩා තොරතුරු ඊට අමතරව ශ්‍රී ලංකිකෙක් වශයෙන් මට ආඩම්බර විය හැකි මේ අලුත් සංකල්ප ක්‍රීඩා ලෝකයට ගෙනීම ගැන මම ඇත්තටම ThePapare.com එකට ස්තුතිවන්තයි.
The breakdown end-to-end Sri Lankan rugby.
It doesn't matter what you think.
The first rule is trust yourself.
Fitness Diaries, in a mission to uplift the fitness arena in Sri Lanka.
Welcome back to live action here at the 24th Battle of the South, the Richmond Aloysius big rugby big match encounter. A single point separates the two teams as Richmond College lead 6 points to 5. That is the score line in the first half. 24th Battle of the South here from the Aloysius College grounds. It's an interesting and energetic atmosphere here. The Papare bands as well as the fans gathered from both schools that cheering these two teams. They've rallied behind the two teams all year and they've been all waiting for this moment. and it'll be interesting to see who takes home the coveted silverware that Richmond College won last year.
Yeah, I think the fans, the spectators have been all over. They have been even on the playing area. The referee did not like it, but saying that the referee managed to get them out of the playing area and get play going. But the first half was a stop-start affair. 2 penalties in favour of Richmond College and a single unconverted try for St.Aloysius. So Richmond having a single point lead at the break, and now we are in all readiness for the second half, just awaiting St.Aloysius to enter the fray. As the fans, we can see here,
I think
the authorities
from both Aloysius and Richmond have gathered. It's a friendly atmosphere here. They are supporting their respective sides, and the referee has walked into the field. That means we'll be having the start of the second half soon. Speaking of the first half, Romario, I think it was an evenly exchanged encounter, but we had a few restarts that cost both teams valuable points.
Yeah, Inshaf, not a few. We had plenty of restarts, stop-start affair from the onset. I think if you are watching this match, you won't be too pleased with how many stoppages there was. Fans running in, players knocking on possession and everything. There was plenty of stoppages, but this time around, the final few minutes actually had some continuity, and I think we all will be hoping that the half-time break came at the correct time for both teams as they look to regroup and get some continuity into their play and carry us through the next 40 minutes.
I think it's anyone's game so far. It's a single point that differentiates the two teams. 6 points, 5. Aloysius College missing out on that important conversion that would have put themselves in the lead. However, there is another 40-minute half remaining in this game, and this game could be anyone's so far. So we are waiting the kickoff. I think that is the Richmond College fly half. I think credit should go to the Aloysius fly half. He's been phenomenal throughout the day. I think his kicks turn the game around for Aloysius College.
Yeah, I think in the first 20 minutes or so he was kicking the ball away too much, but from then on he varied things, brought in some runs, good runs, and even managed to get a try off one good run from 5 meters out. So I think now he would have realized that it's not only about kicking, it's about balancing the act, kicking and running, and making correct decisions, making decisions to what is in front of you. So I think now he seemed to have got the balance in the latter part of the first half, and I think now with some coach tips from the coach as well, he'll be hoping that he can add continuity and keep possession, keep hold of the pill, and if he does so, I think we'll be in for a good game.
I think referee is still not satisfied with the ground conditions so far. We've seen many spectators in fact invading the ground, and mind you, it's a very compact atmosphere here at the Aloysius grounds, and it's filled with enthusiastic fans from both schools, Richmond College and Aloysius College. So it's a bit tough for the organizers as well to accommodate all these players, all these fans inside this ground. So
yes, it's a mighty tough job for the organizers and the referees to get the fans out of the playing area. But saying that, they have done well to keep this match going, and however, we are still waiting for the second half to kick off. We're not too sure why the hold up is though.
All these pictures coming to you courtesy of www.ThePapare.com and on Dialogue TV Channel 1 here in Galle at the St.Aloysius grounds.
Yes, all these pictures brought to you courtesy of www.thepapare.com, and we are telecasting live on Channel 1 as well on Dialogue TV. As you know, the Dialogue Champions League has kicked off, and you can catch live and exclusive on www.thepapare.com. It started on the 2nd of September, and it's in full flight now. So if you log into www.thepapare.com, you can catch all live updates and details from every game. So we are still with a hold up here at the ground. We're not too sure why though, but the referee has not come out. He is still talking to the organizers on the far end of the ground, trying to get some things sorted out, and the play is held up. We are running behind schedule as well. We hope the light will hold up so that we can get full 80 minutes of play. Now again the referee is going to the organizer's desk, having a sip of water. Not too sure what he's saying. And now I think things seem to have calmed down to the way he needs them, and now we are all set to go for the second half. Richmond College leading at the end of the first half 6 points to 5, and it's all to play for both teams as the second half is kicked off by the fly half Kavind, vice captain of Richmond College. A lovely high hanging restart there. His players seem to have collected the restart, but unfortunately knocked it on. So the referee will surely go back. Yes, he does go back. And there was a lovely hanging restart there, but unfortunately the knock-on came in at the wrong time.
Now screens the replay. It's a very bold attempt by the Richmond player, but unfortunately he couldn't hold on to that ball. So start of play and an infringement coming from Richmond College.
Yes, we could take that as a positive error. So let's they'll be hoping that things will go on better for them, as the try scorer, the fly half of St.Aloysius, clears his lines. Win three-quarter, gives it to his fullback. He puts boot to ball. Now again it's back with the opposition fullback as he returns it gracefully with another up and under. But there was no such chasers. They usually say a kick is as good as its chasers. So, but saying that now, there seemed to be a maul formed. Yes, there is a maul form. The ball does not emerge. Whose will possession be? It is a scrum in favour of St. Aloysius. So good work there. Two bad kicks there, but they somehow managed to hold up a player, create a maul, and because the ball did not emerge, they won a scrum.
I think kicking has been good from the two players, but they are lacking direction in their kicks. I think early on it was a fullback, number 15, it was Malshan Aditya. He could have easily kicked that one into touch. Rather than that, he went on to kick up and under.
This time around, the number 8 breaks. I think he went down the wrong side. But now again, it's with the fly half. He gives it, and it's dropped cold there. That was very disappointing, you could say. Dropped cold by the second receiver. He was thinking about the play in front of him. He raised his head, took his eyes off the ball, and that caused the error.
There you go on your screen. This was the early passage of play. Farhan sending the ball right, and here comes the cardinal mistake. Stoppy hands. He was not looking at the ball, and chance gone big. And here comes Richmond College. Sends it out to his centre. He tries to cut inside, and the fly half sends the offload, but finds the wrong man.
Yes, that was a lovely offload there, but unfortunately it was to the wrong man. And now St. Aloysius back again on the attack through the number 8. Now Farhan gives it to the try scorer, fly half. He puts on some footwork, gets the fend on, tries to offload, fails to offload, knocks it on. Well, he does not knock it on. There is a penalty. So some respite there for St.Aloysius as a winner penalty in their own half, and now it's an opportunity for them to clear it and go into the opposition territory. So lovely touch finder there by the try scorer. He puts it deep, well, you could say 10 meters into the opposition territory, and now it's St.Aloysius with the ball, with possession.
Aloysius College once again opting for a 4-man line out in this occasion. Collected cleanly there by Farhan. Farhan goes for his forward. Here comes Fairoz. Fairoz breaks in one. He goes down in contact. Number 7 acting as fly up. He tries to run on his own. Goes on the far side. Doesn't have support. But however, they manage to hold on to the ball.
Yes, now again Aloysius with the pill in their own hands. Going forward, they win an advantage. Player not rolling away. Now the fly half. He gives it to his centre. He gives it to his outside centres. He puts on some footwork, but does not go too far. Referee, I think, blew a bit too early. He should have let it go, but saying that he thought he's in the best position to do so. He thought that there was no advantage. They were not going forward and decided that Aloysius win a penalty.
Fly half. Aloysius Sachin Madulanga once again with a good clearance kick. Puts his team inside the 22 meter.
Yeah, I think that was a great touch finder again this time. He puts it deep into the opposition 22, and now Aloysius back again on the attack.
Meanwhile, we are having a small injury concern coming in from the host. That's number 6, Saleh Bandara for St.Aloysius College.
Yeah, well, both teams are not short on substitutes though. There were too many before kickoff, and they were sent back to the sheds. But saying that, just the 23 who are named will be able to take part in this game if the substitutes are sent back. And now the player seems to be all right, and he seems to be entering the fray back again. I think he'd be wanting to run it off there. So St.Aloysius with a line out in their own, in their opposition 22 rather. They're going for a full 8-man line out. They'll be looking to maul. Yes, maul they do. They seem to be making some good headway. Now the number 8 with the ball. He decides to break and he sets the ball. Now again St.Aloysius with possession and with momentum at their backs. Just 2 or 3 meters ahead. And now what will they opt? Another pick and go. Some good defense coming there. No room for the player carrying the ball to go forward. This time around, the big prop forward, he picks and goes. But again, he is brought down. And now there's an advantage coming. So I think it's everything to play for Aloysius. Again, this time around again.
Here comes Farhan. Farhan sends the ball out wide. Now they have space on the outside. And referee blows for the advantage. And Aloysius will need to take this one on the quick.
They do take it quickly, and yes, they have got the second try. That's some great bit of work there by the fly half. Well. His second try. I told you he's a man to watch out for. And watch out he did. He has stepped up to the occasion. Got 2 tries. And now have got the lead as well for the first time in this game. St.Aloysius. As we can see on the replay, they won the penalty. He took matters into his own hands. Took the quick tap. Put on some footwork. And reached out and scored his second try and his team's second try. As we saw some lovely bit of gesture there by the St.Aloysius players as well. The referees still seem to be having a word. We're not too sure why though. There seems to be a warning for the Richmond College captain, but saying that the try is awarded and time has been restarted, and now it will be the try scorer to take the conversion, because his first try was not converted from an easy angle. Now he's taking matters into his own hands.
I think the Aloysian fans are quite happy. They've got themselves on the lead. And it's about holding on to that important points. And this time around, number 10, Madulanka, has a chance of increasing the lead to two more points.
Yes, he hits the upright and it's over. So he converts his own try and extends his score, his team's score, to 12 points to 6. So they have a 6-point lead. And now it's time that Richmond step up.
Exactly, there are all these points. There you go on your screens, the try scored. And as you can see, the captain, Firas Fairuz, says thank you very much, referee. And he should be a happy captain.
Yes, as a restart is collected. And now here goes St. Aloysius straight back on the attack, but is unfortunately the winger is bundled out into touch.
St. Aloysius College scoring 12 points, and coincidentally, all 12 points coming in from this man, Sachindra Madulanka. He has been scoring all those points, and what a game he has had so far in this 24th battle.
Yes, again there seems to be some injury concern there. We're not too sure. We can't see for whom, as well, with the sunshine, there seems to be some rain bucketing down as well. So this wasn't expected. This was not on the cards. And now it'll be interesting to see how things change. Rain coming down with sunshine. So we don't see this too often. But now I think it'll help the organizers to clear the playing area so that they can get play to continue without any stoppages.
I tend to disagree on that. I think although the rain comes down, the fans have remained stationary, and that line out doesn't fall in correct line.
Yes, and now Richmond College win a penalty for incorrect entry at the ruck. So it'll be interesting to see what they do when they go for points. Yes, well, they do opt for points. The captain points to the posts. So they want to take it step by step and cut the deficit.
Number 10 for Richmond College, Heshan Kawin readying his penalty kick. He's kicked 3 out of 2 conversions successfully. In fact, 3 out of 2 kicks successfully.
So 2 fly halves they have accumulated all these points for their respective team. The Aloysius fly half getting all 12 points, 2 tries and a conversion, while the Richmond College fly half and the vice captain getting 2 kicks, 2 penalties successful, line up is 4th. This should be quite easy for him with the angle. Yes, it is over, and they cut the deficit to a further 3 points by further 3 points. Now Richmond College trailing by just 3 points. As fast as the rain came down, it has disappeared, and now things seem to be settling down again, but still saying that there is quite a steady drizzle though. So it'll be Aloysius to restart through the double try scorer, the fly half. He kicks it deep. Well gathered by the Richmond College wing 3/4, and now the fullback decides to put boot to ball, and he gets it out of play, but still stuck in their own half, Richmond College.
Few more casualties coming in for Aloysius. That's number 6 for the team. Saleh Bandara down.
Yeah, I think majority of these injuries coming due to cramp, and the balance coming due to a horrible playing surface.
Just a quick reminder on the recap. Your daily sports update comes to you every day at 7:30 p.m. bringing you the day's update in sport, including local and international. So if you want to catch up, all you need to do is listen to the recap on www.thepapare.com. Goes up every day at 7:30 p.m. As the score stands at 12 points to 9, the host Aloysius College leading in this encounter.
So
early in the day, we saw Richmond College emulating the haka that the All Blacks, the invincible All Blacks, perform. And there you go, lovely pictures coming to you from our video crew.
Yes, I think lovely haka there by the Richmond College boys, and that got things off from the correct step today.
And we are once again ready to resume play. Richmond College with the line out. In fact, Aloysius College with the line out.
Scrappy play there by both teams, and now the referee calls for scrum in favor of Richmond College. So the stop-start nature of the game continues. Neither team managing to get the continuity into proceedings, which is sad to see from fans' perspective, but I think for the players as well, they will be hoping to keep things going, because it'll be easy if continuity is there. Now Kavind puts boot to ball. Aloysius back three, lets it bounce. The fullback puts on some footwork, but does not get too far, as now position is secured again. The hooker runs into a wall of defenders. There are no chance of getting through, and he does. So it's Aloysius back with the ball. Gives it to the double strike scorer. He gives it to his centre. He puts on some footwork, but does not manage to get through. He sets it back now. There is an advantage coming for St. Aloysius, as again the forwards seem to be barging things through the centre of the heart of play, but again another advantage as we see a player down in back play. Now Aloysius running the ball with an opportunity to go wide. The winger tries to go out wide, but he is carried and bundled into touch. No chance of getting around there.
There you go, the early passage of play. It was in the best of passes from the centre, and the winger tries to go on the far right corner, but he's bundled into touch. Defence coming a bit late in favour of Richmond College. However, there is more than 30 minutes of play remaining here at goal, and 3 points separates the two teams, Aloysius College and Richmond College. Where do you see this game heading, Romario?
Well, I think with the stop-start nature, a team, if they manage to get a 7-point lead over the opposition, I think things should be easy for them. But saying that, with the nature of rugby, you never know what could go on. It's the game is never over till the fat lady sings. Now again, Aloysius does not find a touch, disappointing there. And now Richmond College, the player runs, gets the offload, but unfortunately does not go into hand, and now the winger is bundled out into touch. Or is he? Well, he seemed to be bundling to touch the Richmond College player, but before that the referee spotted a knock-on, and now it's a scrum in favour of St. Aloysius.
Scrum comes loose. Ball still in play with the Aloysians. This time around, fly up looking for his options, finds his prop forward. Fly up once again, tries to break through the middle. But he has men on the outside, he should have passed the ball. And Farhan once again going for the short ball to his prop forward. Number 8 making a few meters there. Referee has his hand up with a spotted possible infringement. However, Aloysius manages to hold on to the ball. This is a good play by the Aloysius team. And wing three-quarter runs all the way, but he needs support.
He is brought down, but in the process of trying to turn the ball over, Richmond College give away a penalty, and now the double try scorer, he gets the offload. Quick tap gets the offload, and now St. Aloysius with the advantage going forward. Yes, and now the referee has brought play back for the defenders, not been 10 meters back. So I think now it's St. Aloysius with momentum, and they look to go for a scrum, and scrum it is.
Game has had its flair from the wing three-quarter. There you go, the number 11 for Aloysius College. he looks for his option. He should have passed the ball on to his centre, but he however managed to hold on to the ball. Those are one of the few attacks that we've been seeing from the wing three quarters. That was number 11 coming to Dilshan, doing the needful for his team.
So it's St. Aloysius with momentum and with possession inside the opposition 22. What will they manage to do? Scrappy scrum there. The number 8 lets the ball bounce through his legs. And now the opposition fullback goes for a speculative drop goal, but no chance of getting that. So now it will be well, ideally, if that was a drop goal, it should be a 22-meter restart. But saying that, I think the referee is going for some infringement, which will be a penalty. Not too sure why the penalty was, though. And but Richmond College win it. The touch find by Carwin does not find touch, and now he gives it to his opposition fly half. He pops it inside. No chance of getting through there, but saying that now the Aloysius loose forward. He breaks 2-3 tackles, gets the offload to the play in support, and now St. Aloysius back again with momentum and front football. It's very disappointing to see all the players, when they decide to run, they stick the ball in a single hand, no chance of passing it. So, and it does not even fix a defender. So it's quite disappointing to see that. But now the fly half with an advantage, knew that it was coming, tried to do something, nothing came off it. So now they win a penalty.
I think this is ideal for St. Aloysius to go for the 3 points. They have a lead of 3 points already with them, but getting another 3 points will definitely aid their cause in winning the title after 3 more years. They are in the lead, and Captain Firas Fairo is having a discussion with the referee on what to do. And he has gone for a bold decision with the scrum.
Yeah, well, I think it is in kicking range, but saying that the captain decides on field of play, so he has decided to go for a scrum. It'll be interesting to see what the Aloysius backline decide to do, with the fly half standing right behind the scrum, and the fullback as well. He does not look to be in an attacking area. So
Farhan with the feed in this scrum. Number 8 breaks through. He moves forward.
He takes 2 or 3 men with him, and it's again with Farhan. He gives it to a forward. He pumps his legs, and now but Richmond College managed to turn the ball over, and now Richmond College on the attack down the far wing.
I think Captain Firas Fairuz should have easily gone for those important 3 points. His team is on the lead, fair enough, but more points, the better. I think that is the norm in rugby. He missed out on opportunity, and this time around Richmond College will get a chance to get into their attacking territory and try to get that important try.
Yes, I think that was a golden opportunity there for the captain to decide to get 3 points, but instead he opted for the scrum, and things haven't gone to plan. So it'll be Richmond College to throw into the line out in an attacking area. St. Aloysius compete and win possession. Now it's with the fly half, double try scorer. Kick from the base, not going anywhere. And Richmond College managed to secure position, but he's bundled out into touch. So it'll be a line out for St. Aloysius inside their own half, as another player is receiving some treatment.
Just a few reminders. You can catch ThePapare.com on all your social media platforms. You can find us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and Google+. And follow us for 24/7 sports news and special competitions. If you're joining in right now, this is the 24th battle. That is the Richmond Aloysius Rugby encounter happening here in Gaul at the St. Aloysius grounds. And Aloysius College leading 12 points to 9 in this encounter. We have something less than 80 minutes to go for the final whistle. 3 points separate the two teams so far.
Yeah, I think the stop-start nature of the game means it will take longer than predicted. And now Aloysius winning the line out. Fly half. Puts boot to ball. In search of touch, but does not find touch as the opposition fullback now runs across, steps, beats the first man, beats the second man, beats the third man, gets the offload, but unfortunately it does not go to hand. Now the opposition win 3 of St. Aloysius has possession, and he sets it up, and another advantage is coming. Yes, and that's the advantage where the referee brings play back. Hands in the ruck, says the referee. Not supporting your body weight as well. So 2 infringements. Fly half asking how much of time is left as well. And they decide to go for touch.
Good clearance kick coming in from the fly half. That is Madhulanka for Aloysius College. Madhulanka has been the standout for the team. He has scored the points. He has rallied his troops around, and he should rightfully, if this works around, he should be our player of the match if Aloysius College register a win in this 24th encounter.
Yeah, he pulled the strings very well in this game. He did not let his opposition settle down. He kicked possession. He ran with it, and now he has 12 points to his name and 12 points for his team as well. Now Aloysius with the maul, going handsomely forward. You can see the scrum half cheering his mates to go forward, to not let the momentum spill. And now they win a penalty advantage as well, as the referee puts his arm out and he opts to go for the advantage, and the scrum half gets it away. The fly half shows and goes. Does he get his third? No, he's just short, is he? Well, the referee takes a moment. The referee is still deciding what the decision should be. The referee goes to have a slight word with his AR. It'll be interesting to see what the two decide on.
I think the benefit of doubt remains with the referee. The number 10 of Aloysius College was clearly confident that he crossed over the line for the third occasion.
The referee seems to have made his decision. He's heading back with blowing for time on. And he says it's held up. It'll be a 5-meter scrum in favor of St. Aloysius College. So, as you can see on the replay, the quick tap, the fly half showed he was brought down by 3 men. He tried to help get his momentum to get him over the try line, but unfortunately was held up. And now still, nevertheless, St. Aloysius with the pill in hand and with on the attack. A scrum right in centre field under the uprights, 5 meters out of the try line. The scrum half feeds. Power coming in. The number 8 decides to go on the opposite side. He breaks. Will he manage to set it up? Yes, he does set it up. He sets things up. And now the forwards rally around him. One pick and go. The second pick and go. Does he go all the way? Well, there's an advantage coming now. So even if they don't manage to go all the way, they still get a penalty. St. Aloysius still with the position. Now the forwards going. Still some good try line defense coming in there by Richmond College, not letting the opposition go through. And now the fly half. He shows, he goes, he beats the first man, beats the second man, and that's his hat-trick. That's a lovely bit of play there. The third try for his team and the third try to his name. That's the hat-trick, and I think that should be the game for St. Aloysius College. As we see the fans running in, I don't think this will make the referee too happy though, but this is what it is, rugby in goal.
I think how exciting could this be beyond this point. Sachin Madhulanka, the man who has delivered for the Aloysian team, the man who has scored all the points, does so for the third time. What a player he has, what a player he has been for the team.
Yes, and now after this try, we can see all the Richmond College players on their backs. I think they know that they are defeated, but they shouldn't show that until the game is over. Now they are still down on the floor as we see the replay of the try. The fly half beat 1, beat 2, kept his legs pumping. 3-4 came but did not manage to stop him, and he went over for his third try, his hat-trick and his team's third try. So the man who I tipped to watch out for is living up to his expectations and living up to the tag.
Referee still not happy with the ground conditions. He wants to have a word with the match commissioner as the organisers relentlessly try to clear things off, clear the fans away, and resume proceedings here at the Aloysius grounds. But speak about Madhulanka, what a player he has been over the past 62 minutes of play. He has rallied his troops. He was struggling in the first 10 minutes to get his act corrected, but post 10th minute he has been the standout for the Aloysian team. A one-man army, and hopefully he might, or if this is the decisive try, he might win it for the team as well.
Yes, and we can see the referee, the match commission and the referee coach all getting together and trying to make a decision of how they can proceed with things from here on. The referee still not happy, still having a word with the match commission and the referee coach. They are the judge. The referee is the judge of what happens at this game, and he's still in conversation. Not too sure what decision he will make though. As we see the players celebrating here after the try, following the try, St. Aloysius, helter-skelter celebrations. Everyone rallying around the fly half.
You can't really blame the Aloysian fans. They've been waiting for 4 long years for a possible win, and now when they have it, they'll need to calm themselves. They'll need to calm themselves and wait till the 80th minute of play so that they could celebrate all on its own.
Yes, and we can see the fly half as well, telling the fans to make some noise at their home ground. The captain coming and congratulating him on his hat-trick. I think this will be a day he will never forget in his entire life. Big match coming up with the goods, a hat-trick.
I think he should not celebrate too soon. We have another 15 minutes to play in this game. Anything can happen in that 15 minutes. We've seen teams such as from the All Blacks being defeated, having led to the 65th minute. So anything can happen, and Richmond College should not lose hope, as the referee having a final word with the ARs, and looks like he's satisfied with the conditions to resume play.
Yes, so the referee seems to be switching his time back on and telling the fly half what needs to be done with the conversion to be taken. Yes, and off your screen we can see the St. Aloysius boys celebrating, pumping the fans up, telling them, we want to hear more noise from you. We are at home and we seem to be winning it. Well, not seem to be, we are winning it. So make some noise, cheer us on to the final whistle, as the hat-trick hero, the man of the moment, steadies up to take the conversion. So the conversion is good. He adds more points to his name and more points to his team's name. So he takes his team score to 19. As we can see, more spectators rushing into the ground. But the referee decides that he needs to get proceedings going.
The fans are excited, the fans are happy, but they'll need to hold on to that energy for a bit more longer. Now 50 minutes to go on the clock till the full-time whistle as the Richmond College restart the proceedings, collected cleanly by Firas Fairoz. And the ball comes out once again. Madhulanka clears themselves out of danger. Richmond College managed to get that ball a bit messy. And this time around, the ball goes backwards, so it's not a knock-on. Madhulanka making way forward. Farhan looking for his number 8. He breaks a few players, barges in.
The number 8 also has been immense in this game. He has been everywhere for St. Aloysius, and now St. Aloysius win a penalty. Jaishan, the number 8, captain Firaz and fly half Madhulanka, they have all been immense for St. Aloysius. As we see the score, 19 points to 9 in favour of St. Aloysius. A win coming, a win on the card will be after 3 years. It'll be interesting to see what goes on. Well, actually 4 years.
I think the number 8 for Aloysius, Chamod Jaishan, has shown a lot of bravery. He has gone single-handedly for a contest, and more or less he's been a team player supporting his teammates as well.
So now the hat-trick hero in search of touch finds a good touch. Touch is all he needs to find from a penalty, and that's what he does. Sets things up. Now he'll be hoping his forwards manage to secure position and get back on the front foot.
The Aloysius College front row going for a 3-man line out this time around. Galage with the throw. It was a clean job of it. Farhan managed to hold on to that ball. Here comes the big prop forward, Fairoz.
Captain leading by example there, taking on things. Tells the fly half, give it to me, I will take it on from here on. Now, saying that St. Aloysius do seem to be going on the back foot. They don't seem to be wanting to make a leeway forward, and hence they concede a penalty. I think going into that defensive mindset, it's a bit too early to go into that defensive mindset, but that's what the coach has ordered and that's what the players are doing.
The Richmondites clearly are going for the 3 points. It was the notion that came out from the captain, number 8. Looks like they want to cut the deficit. They are currently trailing by 10 points. Number 10 for Richmond College, he has been the one who has been scoring all those important points. 9 points coming off his boot for the Richmond College team.
Yes, and now Richmond College decided to go for points with time seeming to be running out on them. So I think the kicker would not take too much long. He will just look to knock it over and get back as soon as possible.
I think a penalty and a converted try will mean that they will draw level with the Aloysius score. They are currently trailing by 10 points.
So here goes the kick. Looks good. The fans celebrate. But well. It is not good. The fans seem to be celebrating for everything. And they celebrated. They thought the kick was over, but unfortunately it wasn't.
Things have clearly changed from the first half. We saw Richmond College dominating the first 35 minutes of play, and come 38th minute with that Aloysian try, that number 10 Madulanka created in that 40th minute, things have changed for the Aloysians. They've been dominating play hence, and now they are leading with 10 points.
Yes, though we say they are dominating, that was a silly error there by the fly half. He hasn't put a foot wrong, but now, surprisingly, Richmond College take the line out quickly, and they are running it from inside their own half. They could have gone for a scrum on the 22 because the restart went out on the full. But now again the referees pulling play back. Not too sure why though. Yes, the referee is bringing play back to a scrum from where the ball was kicked out on the full. It'll be interesting to see whether in the laws it says that they can take the quick line out. Not too sure about it, but it'll be interesting to see whether they can or whether it's not allowed. Here comes Richmond College. Fly half shovels it onto his fullback. Fullback to the centre, and he coughs it up. So I think Richmond College seem to be smelling things, smelling the end of, smelling defeat now.
So as we embark on the 75th minute, Romario, it's time for us to nominate player of the match for the evening. We've had some even exchanges, but your thoughts on the player of the match in this 24th Battle of the South?
Yes, Firas Farouz, the captain for St.Aloysius. He has put a mammoth performance, leading from the front. Number 8, Chamodya Jayashan. He too used his body weight to good effect. But the man who kicked the ball just now, 3 tries, pulling the strings from the 35th minute. His try was the thing that sparked things, and the man of the match is undoubtedly Sachindra Madulanka for St.Aloysius. And there will be close to 3 minutes and 30 seconds to go, and I'm sure now it's just about holding, defending with everything they've got. St.Aloysius. Yes, we can see bodies flying in from all over.
As it coming back to the player of the match, Sachindra Madulanga was the standout. As you can see, Richmond College trying to scrape in last a bit of
over enthusiasm there by St.Aloysius conceding the penalty, and same you could say for Richmond College as well. They took the quick tap, tried to run it, but failed and knocked it on, and now it will be St.Aloysius back again with possession.
Coming back to the player of the match, Madulanga has been phenomenal for the side. The 19 points that the Aloysius team scored came through his efforts, his kicks and his hat-trick of tries. So the ThePapare player of the match in this 24th Aloysius Richmond big match is Madulanga, the number 10, Sachindra Madulanga from St. Aloysius College.
Yes, now it's about keeping possession with themselves, St. Aloysius. Scrum half clearly coming early there, and now it's an advantage for St. Aloysius as they up to run. Now it's about just wasting the time on the clock. Here goes a big prop forward. He takes 2 or 3 men to bring him down. He sets it up. Now scrum half gives it to number 90, the replacement lock forward. He shows good power for small made lad, and now there's a hand in the ruck, cynical hand in the ruck, and it is a yellow card. So adding insult to injury, Richmond College will have to finish this game with just 14 men, and the result too would not be a positive one for them.
I think the Aloysians should be looking at the 3 points. They have enough time to spare. They have less than 2 minutes to go, and they rightfully do so, and they will be going for the penalty kick in this opportunity. Number 15 will take this kick. I think Madulanga has given the duties of kicking to the fly fullback. And the energy in the pavilions and in the grounds look like the Aloysians are way ready to celebrate this victory. They've been waiting for this for 4 long years. It was the last time they won was in 2013. And they've waited for 4 long years for this day to come. As the clock goes on to the final minute of play, it's going to be an interesting passage and a gleeful joyous celebration coming in from the Aloysius fans. They are already excited to run onto the field.
So it'll be Malshan Aditya lining the kick from right in front of the upright. I think the fly half has told him, I have accumulated enough points, you go ahead. But saying that, he misses. The ball goes out of bounds. The referee looks at his watch, and that's the end of proceedings. St. Aloysius win the 24th Battle of the South, and you can see the happiness on the faces of the players, the fans displaying all around. And I don't think we can see the player of the match, the player of the moment, the man of the moment being thrown up in the air as St. Aloysius celebrate their victory after 4 years, winning the Battle of the South.
I think this is a moment that they've been looking for 4 long years. Madhulanga, the man there, see you on your screens, he's celebrating. He's in tears of joy. I think he has done the job for the team, and he has delivered when his team wanted his services. So victory time for the Aloysians here in the Aloysius ground as they have won the 24th big match.
Yes, moments of match celebration going on. Mass fans surrounding the team, all get together under one flag, under their college flag, and celebrate this huge victory. But for Richmond College, well, it's all about regrouping. The last year players, they will certainly be disappointed, bitterly disappointed that they could not manage to end their career with a big match win. But said that the players remaining, they will be hoping to play on next year, correct their mistakes, as we see the final whistle, the moment where mad celebrations broke in the St. Aloysius team and the fans.
I think all celebration, all smiles in this team. They came here with a purpose and they have achieved it very well. All happy faces from the Aloysius camp. Good effort coming in from the skipper as well as the number 10. There you go, the number 10 being lifted by the ardent fans, Madhulanka.
Yes, I think this is just what they needed as we see the score confirmation coming in. St. Aloysius winning 19 points to nil. The first half it was just 19 points to 9. The first half it was a tight tussle with Aloysius trailing by 1 point, but 2 further tries in the second half through man of the match Madhulanka saw him score a hat-trick and accumulate 19 points for his team. All the points as we... And for Richmond College, it was their fly half, the vice captain Kavind. He managed 9 points, all 9 points. So it was just 2 players accumulating all their points for their teams. As we see a highlight, the entry, a gala entry for both teams. Both teams came out with everything to play for. Richmond College laid down the challenge, but unfortunately they could not live up to the challenge. As we saw a lovely haka there performed well, very well. Moving on from the haka, it was a first half performance where Richmond College dominated for 35 minutes. They managed 2 penalties rather off the boot of Kavinda. The first one, the vice captain Kavinda got the first one over, got the second one over, went into the lemons with a kick succession of 2 out of 3. But it was from the 35th minute onwards a single man show. Madhulanka stepped up, showed and went for the first try. Unfortunately it was not converted, but You can see the celebrations for the first try. They knew that he was the man to spark things up, giving him some energy. And this was the second try of the game. Madhulanka himself, good vision there, noting that the players were not back 10 meters, took the quick tap, went, let his momentum get him through. The second try, he did convert his own try. As we can see on the replay, it hit the upright, but I think luck was on his side. It bounced over. In the meantime, Richmond College managed another penalty, but that was all they got as Madhulanka, his third try, the hat-trick, shrugging off 2, 3, 4 players, pumping his legs and going over for his hat-trick. And that was that for St.Aloysius College, as they managed 19 points through man of the match Sachin the Madhulanka. And this was the final conversion which he got over to make his tally take it to 19. After that, there was a yellow card for the Richmond College from off a Senegal penalty. But even though it was yellow or not, I think St. Aloysius was going towards the win. And we can see mad celebrations breaking through. You can see the man of the match being hoisted up in the air for Aloysius, as the team, fans, spectators, old boys, everyone gathered around the team to celebrate this victory after 4 years. And we can hear mad celebrations continuing as we see the final stat. Well, it was just a two-man show. Carving the managed 9 points for Richmond College with 3 penalties, but the man of the moment, Sachindra Madhulanka, 3 tries and 2 conversions. Well, I think he should have taken his first try conversion as well, but he gave it to his mate who missed. But nevertheless, he managed 2 further tries in the second half, got himself 19 points, got his team 19 points, and got his team a win after 4 years. Well, that's a wrap from the 24th Battle of the South. So the result is St. Aloysius College winning 19 points to nil, beating favourites Richmond College, and winning after 4 years. So, well, that's a wrap from here, for us, ThePapare.com. I'm Romario De Silva along with Inshaf Kafur, the technical and production team. Thank you for joining in. Do stay tuned for more updates on rugby, football and all the other sports. And until next time, good night and have a pleasant evening.